Konnichiwa, Minastisakuri, you're watching Pokecast. Today's collection video is going to be a part 2 to my PlayStation 1 collection. This is going to be a lot of fun going through, even more games to talk about, with a lot more I haven't tried yet as well. So hope you guys enjoy seeing more of my collection, so let's get on with it. Crow, City of Angels. One of the top worst games I have for the PlayStation 1. I still need to get the Saturn one just to say I have both versions, for I can hate it twice as much. Don't play this game, it's bad. Next we have Cublix, Robots for Everyone, Racing Robots. It's basically kind of in the Mario Kart game, and it's not very good, but it's entertaining. Dance, Dance, Dance! This is a dance-off fighting game. Kind of like how Buster Groove is, where you're having a dance-off, and the better you dance, the better you win. It's actually quite fun, but definitely weird. Then we have Dance Dance Revolution. Need I say more? A brilliant, amazing game with some just outstanding music. Really happy to have this one. Dance Dance Revolution Best Hits. This is basically, well, the best hits from several of the games put into one. It's actually not bad at all. There's some really nice music on that one. And then we have Dance Dance Revolution Konami Mix. Of course, I have to make it difficult to say. Not terribly bad at all. I was actually quite impressed with the US version of the game, and recommend both of these definitely for the pickup. Daredevil Derby 3D. I haven't played this one yet, so that one I really can't say too much about. Then we have Dead or Alive. This game is beautiful for the first game in the series, and it plays really good. One of them, I would say, pick it up and have fun with it, because it's quite well done being on a PlayStation 1. Death Trap Dungeon. Oh, this game is hard. It's a 3D third-person action adventure, and basically you're going into a dungeon. Whole premise is, if you can beat the dungeon, gold, fame, all that's to you. Good luck, the dungeon's made to kill you. Literally. Then we have Deka Yunko Tough the Truck, or Deka 4. It's actually a decent racing game, and not terrible, to be honest. Den Ryo Iraira Bo Returns. This is literally the hardest PlayStation 1 game I own. What you have to do is, if you've ever played these before, you have a metal rod. You have to go through a maze without touching the sides. Every time you touch the sides, you have to start over. It is pure evil, good luck, worth trying. It is called The Annoying Stick in English. Try it, play it, it's amazing. Best of luck, you'll probably hate it. Next we have Detective Barbie, The Mystery Cruise. This is a point-and-click game, and it's actually really good. They did a wonderful job at the game, and one I can recommend. Give it a try, I think you might be surprised. Devilman. This is basically Resident Evil mixed with the anime. That's the best way to describe it, and they go for a cell shading, kind of how Fear Effect had it, and it works really good. Not the easiest of games, but it's worth playing if you can get a hold of it. Next we have Diablo. Just a really fantastic game, and it's amazing to have this on here. It works perfectly for the PlayStation 1. It even has co-op play on it, and it is hard. It's amazing to see just how hard the original game was. Worth a pickup to at least have in your collection if you're not good at the game like me. Digimon Tamers Pocket Collium. I said that wrong, but I don't care. Basically, this is a Pocket Station Digimon game. You have to have a Pocket Station to play this, and you have to have multiple Pocket Stations if you actually want to really play it. It's actually really cool, and it's like you basically turn your Pocket Station into one of the Digimon handhelds they had in back in the day. Really good game. Next we have Digimon World Digital Card Battle, and it's a card version of it. Really, really good game. Another good one to have. A little difficult with it only being Japanese, but still fully playable without knowing Japanese. Digital Figure Ina. As far as I understand, it is a virtual girlfriend, I think it's the best way to put it. But I haven't played it, so I'm not 100% sure exactly what it is. So take that as a grain of salt. Next we have Die Hard Trilogy, and it is a rail shooter with 3 games on it, one based off of each of the movies. Haven't played it yet, but it looks amazing. Dino Crisis Japanese and Dino Crisis 2 US. 2 phenomenal games. Can't recommend them enough. It was actually cheaper for me to buy the Japanese version. It does come in English just like Resident Evil, so you don't have to worry about not being able to read everything in it, because it's English dubbed and then subtitled in Japanese. Wonderful game. You gotta try it. Part 2 changes it up a little, more of an arcade style, but it works perfectly. These are 2 phenomenal games for PlayStation 1. Disney's 102 Dalmatians Puppies to the Rescue. Really good game. I guess this one is based off of one of the sequel movies or the cartoon series, I forget, but it's a 3D action adventure, and you're going around collecting all the pups, and even better, there's a multiplayer to where you even get to play some mini golf. We really had fun with that mini golf, by the way. Beat the game, loved it, can recommend it because it's actually a lot of fun. Next we have Disney's The Lion King Simba's Mighty Adventure. This one's hard. It's fun, but this one, it's a 3D adventure, at times 2.5, and it's good. Definitely try this one. Disney's Learning Age Preschool. Winnie the Pooh 1, 2, 3. Basically, it's an educational Winnie the Pooh game. I would love to get the collector's edition, which comes with a mouse pad, everything. It's so cool what they have for that one. But I have this one. I even have a Japanese version, which we'll be talking about later. Daikapan Okori no Taisuken. I honestly forget what this game is all about. Looks really cool, so I picked it up. That's about as much as I know about it. I think it's a board game, because I can see a little spinner right there, so I think it's one of the board games, because I love collecting board games for the PlayStation 1. Doko Domi Isu Sui Ka Disc Kon Neko Mo Isu. This is the second or third game of the series. As you saw before in the previous video, I have 2 of the games in a bundle. This one does have Pocket Station capabilities, but I think this one's more of a virtual pet. I think that's what it's like. I haven't tried this one either. Next we have Dracula, The Last Sanctuary. It is a point-and-click adventure. It is amazing and really, really hard. Good luck. It's kind of like playing Myst. Good luck, but it's a really good series to get into and play. Dracula, The Resurrection. I forget which one's the first game, if it's the other one or this one, but whatever one's which, you literally start right after the events of the next game, point and click, and There's all the way up to 5 or 6 games, I think there is. Even some of them coming out to iOS. Really, really good games. It's just they're a tad bit harder on the scale of 1 to 10. I think these are an 8 on difficulty for point and click. Next, I have the Japanese version of Dragon Ball Final Bout. Love this game. It is a guilty pleasure for sure. Next, I have Dragon Ball GT Final Bout, which is the English version of this game, and at one point in time was impossible to get a hold of. Holy freaking crap! Even in one of the magazines I was reading about this game, they're like, we don't even have a version to play. Honestly, I love the Japanese cover compared to this one. I don't know why, it feels more natural. But once again, guilty pleasure, happy to have both versions. Over here we have Dragon Ball Z Dai Naru Dragon Ball Daisetsu. And this one is it's a team-based battle, and all the attacks are in 3D. I think, if I remember correctly, the characters are in 2D. It's a really cool game, but if you get too many attacks going, it totally freezes up the system. It's weird, but definitely worth getting because it's a lot of fun as well. Dragon Ball Z Ultimate Battle 22, considered one of the worst fighting games that got released. In my personal opinion, it's not bad, it's just misunderstood, because they tried their best to throw in 22 fighters from multiple things, and it's basically 2D fighters in a 3D world. I think it's a good game, but that's just me. Once again, it's a guilty pleasure. Then we have Dragon Tales Dragon Seek by New Kid Co. It is a super easy, 30-minute long game, minimal, 40 to an hour long max. And you're basically just trying to go around. I think it's a platformer, but it's really short, something super easy for the kids to play. Driver and Driver 2. Driver 1 is considered one of the hardest pre-levels on the PlayStation 1 and most games, because you have 60 seconds to perform a test, then you get into the game. After you can get past that, brilliant game. Though I've never beaten it because I just have so much fun in the first level, seeing how much trouble I can get into. In part 2, you have the opportunity to get out of the car and get other cars, if I remember correctly, and you get to go to Europe as well. Both games are really good. Definitely recommend them. Duke Nukem Total Meltdown. If you have not played Duke Nukem or Duke Nukem 3D, you are missing out. This is a staple game to pick up. It is so much fun to play, and one I would recommend on any system you can get it on. Pick it up. Dune 2000. This is basically like Command and Conquer, but based off of the movie, book. I forget exactly which one it's based off of, but that's what it is. It's so much fun. I really hate those stinking sandworms that eat your base. Other than that, definitely worth trying out. DX Nippon Tokyo Ryokyo game Let's Travel in Japan. This is a board game, if I remember correctly. Haven't played it, but I do like getting these because they're a lot of fun. Next is DX Jinsai game, or the Game of Life. Absolutely love the Game of Life series from Japan. When I had the opportunity to pick a couple of these, I had to. I just haven't played it yet, but I'm excited to have it in my collection. DX Jinsai Game 2. This is, of course, the Game of Life 2. I have not played this one either, but it is part of the series that is a really good series, so I'm happy to have this one. And then we have DX Okuman Joja game, which I think is part of the Game of Life one. Can't remember. I haven't tried this one either, but it's another board game because there's a lot of these on the PlayStation 1, so I have to get them. E.T. Interplanetary Mission. This is actually a really fun game. It's, if I remember correctly, it's a top-down game where you have to go and collect different things, and then you get to plant a garden. It's actually really fun and proves there are actually good ET games. Next we have, I know I'm going to say this wrong, Ingers, that game. I can never say the name right. Anyway, basically it's two games in one. It is a 3D fighter featuring Final Fantasy characters and other characters from Squaresoft, and then you have a RPG in there as well. One game I wish that would get a remake is this 100%. If you haven't tried it, I really recommend getting this one. Inhander. If I said that wrong, I'm sorry. But this is a absolutely gorgeous shmup. That's what I can say about it. And because of being a shmup, if you guys know how I am with shmups, if you watch any of my videos, yes, I have died multiple times in this game because I'm not good at shmups, but definitely worth playing. Here we have Elf o Kuru Manotachi 2. Basically, those who are elves. And it is a... I don't know what you would consider this one. A video novel, basically, and you have to play through the events of those who are elves. Really cool how they did this one. I'm really happy to have it. Elf o Karu Monotachi Hanafuda Hin. Basically, this is Hanafuda, those who hunt elves. You get to play this beautiful card game, but you're watching the events of the first, well, of this anime, and every time you come to a decision, some critical decision of the anime, you have to then play the card game, and then you advance the story. It's really, really awesome. Then we have Evil Dead: Hail to the King. It is a horror adventure 3D third person, and actually a really good game, with it also being a hard one as well, but I really enjoy this one. Extreme Go-Kart Racing. This is another Mario Kart clone, and it is fun. This is not a bad one. I think this was in my top 10 video I made, so definitely one worth trying out. Then we have Extreme Pinball. It's pinball. It's amazing. Play it. Family Feud. This one I have not played yet, but yeah, do you guys remember when he was the host? I do. It was actually quite fun to watch back then, and even the new ones been phenomenal. But still, yeah, they got a game. Then we have Family Game Pack, and it has, I think, 5 games on there to play, and it's a really nice collection of just family games. Though poker was, I think it has poker on there. It has some card games. That was a little weird, but still one worth having if you just like to have some basic family games. Here we have Fear Effect and Fear Effect 2 Retro Helix. Holy crap, these games are beautiful. Absolutely stunning with the cell shading. It was an amazing game to play through. Brutally hard. I've only been able to beat the first one, and it's rated M for some good reasons. They had some very mature scenes in there, surprisingly. You know, they didn't go all the way to an A, but they almost had full nudity in this in one scene. And then in part 2, somehow they made the game even harder. I have never been able to beat the second game. but I still like to try. So 2, I could say, worth giving a try if you like brutally hard Resident Evil style games. Fever 3. This is a pachinko collection. I think it has 5 pachinko machines on it. Haven't played it yet because it'd be a 5-part video since there's 5 tables to try. But I love my pachinko. I buy one whenever I can. Next is Final Fantasy VII. Need I say more? I wanted the Japanese version because I needed to get it. So, yay! Same thing with Final Fantasy VIII. When I decided to get some physical copies of the Final Fantasy games, I decided I wanted to do some of the Japanese ones first because also they're cheaper to buy, and I really like the covers that they have. Next is Forsaken. This is a first person or third person flight simulator shooter, kind of like Descent, and you're going around battle royale killing everything, but you basically can fly wherever you want in the level. Really cool concept, and I actually really enjoyed the Nintendo 64 version, and this one's just as good. Fox Sports Golf 99. Haven't played it yet, so I can't really say. It's a golf game. I actually do enjoy playing golf games, so I don't mind picking up sport games. FoxKids.com, Micro Maniacs Racing. It plays like Micro Machines, basically, where it's a top-down racer. Not my favorite, to be honest, but it has a charm to it if you enjoy the top-down racers like that, because of how silly it can get, but was not my favorite. I do recommend though, if you enjoy those, try it out. From TV Animation One Piece Grand Battle. This is a 2.5 fighting game, and it's a lot of fun. I really enjoy how they were able to do it, and when I would say give it a try, it's a lot of fun. Next we have Game no Tatsujin value 1500. This comes with Riichi Mahjong, Shogi, Reversi, and Gomezu. It's not Go, it's the other one. Actually a really good collection. They play really nicely, and a good value to pick up because you get all 4 games on it. Fushigi no Koni no Angelic. This is a board game loosely based off of Alice in Wonderland. It is a solo playing board game. Haven't really gotten too far in it, so I can't say if I like it or not, but it's a board game, so that's why I have it. Then we have Game no Taiseigen 2, and it comes with multiple games on it as well. Another great collection to have if you like having multiple Japanese board games. Gallop Racer 3, One and Only Road to Victory. This is a horse racing game where you get to, take care of your horses, race, all that. I have not played this one, but I do enjoy picking these ones up, even though I'm very bad at them. Next is the Game of Life, the US version, which I was so happy to finally get this back in my collection. It is so much fun. They did a great job of bringing this one to life, and it is a must-have if you like playing board games on the PlayStation 1. GameSoft Osukoru. If I'm correct, as the front cover says, it is a game development simulator. I think that's what it is. I haven't played it yet, so I can't confirm that. Then we have Gensu Maiden Saiyoki Haruka Naru Nishi. It's based off of an anime. I can't remember exactly what this game is, but I had to pick it up because I do like collecting anime games. So, yay! It's in my collection. What collection wouldn't be complete if you have at least one of the Gex games? So I have Gex 3, Deep Cover Gecko. Also because it's the cheapest one to buy of them. I would love to get the other ones, but this was literally the cheapest one to get, so hey! I have it now. And then we have Go Go Soundy. This is a rhythm-based game, kind of like Dance Dance Revolution. It's creepy and weird, but it's okay. It's one worth getting just to have a weird, creepy game, because you get to have weird, creepy babies in the sky or something. Yeah, it's a weird one, but worth trying out. Disney's Goofy's Funhouse. I had so much fun with this game. It's a point-and-click adventure, basically. You're going around Goofy's house, finding different things, and then you get to unlock actual classic cartoons starring Goofy, with each of the levels kind of that you have to do to unlock it being based off of the cartoon. Definitely one worth playing. You have fun in it. It's like 2 hours max to beat, but you just enjoy it. I do go back every so often just to watch the cartoons. Then we have Gran Turismo. I have to be honest, I have not played any of the Gran Turismo games on the PlayStation 1. Don't know why, I never got around to playing them. I just know it's an amazing series, and I enjoyed what I played. I'm just really, really bad at simulation racing, so they're not my favorite ones to try, and that's why I haven't played these ones yet. And of course, I do have to get Gran Turismo 2. Another one I have not played. Like I said, I don't like simulation racers, so I think that's the reason why I haven't played them yet. Then we have Great Hits. It's a rhythm-based game. I have not played it, but I saw it. It looks absolutely bizarre, and that is honestly why I bought it. That, and it's a rhythm-based game. Groove Adventure Rave Mika no Hisiki. I think this is an action-adventure RPG based off of the anime. That's what I think it is. And then we have Grind Session. It's an okay skating game. It's not the best, but it's enjoyable. Grudge Warriors. It's basically a 3D tank game, shmup adventure or something like that. It was actually entertaining and can be pretty hard at times, so a little bit weird, but it's one of those I can say, give it a try. You might enjoy it. Then we have Gooble. It is a puzzle game, so basically you have to go, instead of it being like Pac-Man to where you are trying to collect all the pallets and all that, you're actually trying to screw in all the screws without being killed. And so it's an arcade-style maze puzzle game. Yeah, we'll go with that. Guitar Freaks. Just like in the last video when I was explaining when it was in the wrong place, I also have the Konami, the best version of it, so I have both versions. Another great game to try out, which uses a guitar if I can ever get a hold of one for a good price. Then we have NASCAR Rumble. This is basically the Mario Kart version of NASCAR, and it is honestly one of the best NASCAR games you can play, just because of it being a more of a solid racer than the standard racing and going through so many laps. So you actually are just going to finish it more like a normal race than a NASCAR race. And I know some people would enjoy that over the other one. For me, I do like both ways, just I like the Mario Kart aspect to it. Netsu Iru Ken Josu Komichi. I don't know if I played this one. I think it's a dating sim / visual novel. Could be wrong. It could be a RPG, but I think that's what it is. And then you have Hajime no Ippo, the Fighting. And it is a really good boxing game to where you have to learn how to play, because it's not easy, but it's based off of the anime. Hamster Club I. This is basically Hamtaru the game. And what it is, it has mini games on there where you can use multiple different characters. It has, I believe, I know it hooks up to cell phones, and then you can put games and special things onto your cell phone, and I believe it hooks up with the PlayStation, I think. But the mini games are a lot of fun. The other functions I can't get to work because I don't have a Japanese cell phone that would work with it. Next we have Hanafure and card games, Nice Price Series Volume 3, and basically you get a good array of card games on here. It's really pretty how they did it. Definitely worth picking up because of all the things you get included, and Hanafuda is amazing. Hanafuda Hyper Volume 2800. Another one of those. This one is definitely a little bit different because it has a full storyline, multiple different characters, kind of a gritty art style to it, but that's what made it really fun to try out. Then we have, of course, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Really good game. Can't recommend it enough. One I could say you need to play. Harukanaru Toki no Nakiji and Harukanaru Toki no Nadaji Banjo Yogi. One of these is a board game, the other one I believe is a dating sim or visual novel. Haven't played either of them, but I'm happy to have both of them in my collection. HBO Boxing. It's not bad. It's quite entertaining. You do need to learn how to play the game, so there's a nice learning curve to it. But it's one of the better boxing games that you can enjoy. Next is Hellboy Asylum Seeker. I really do like this game, and it's one of those that I have on my to-beat list, even though it may be a little glitchy at times. Definitely worth trying out because it's a Hellboy game. Why not? Hello Kitty Trump. Simple 1500 series Hello Kitty Volume 4. It's basically a bunch of card games. Literally, there is a ton of games on there. Haven't tried it yet, but with all Hello Kitty decks. Worth getting just because it's Hello Kitty. Next is Hello Kitty's QBG Cute. And it is a puzzle game, which is a lot of fun, and of course has Hello Kitty. Another reason wanting to pick it up just for the Hello Kitty parts alone. High School of Blitz. Basically, you are collecting these high school girls in cards, then you have card battles to collect even sexier high school girls. That sounds so wrong, but that's basically what I understand the game's all about. It's actually quite challenging because of it being a card-based game. Next is Hisasu Pachinko Station Now. It is a pachinko game with 2 boards and really fun to play. I do enjoy this one because I like the art style they did with it. Hankoku Shogi Senna Nice Price Series Volume 2. This is a shogi game. I am absolutely abysmally bad at shogi, but I like picking it up regardless. So I have it, so I can learn how to play it. Hooters Road Trip. This is an absolutely horrible racing game. The whole point is you're racing from one Hooters to the next, and when you get to the next Hooters, you get the girls horrible acting and beautiful, in a video as I congratulate you for getting to the next Hooters. I was able to beat it. It took, I think, me like an hour and a half to beat it, but it's one of those hidden bad good games because it's just, it's one of those. Hoshiji Hakin Tamagotchi. This is a lot of fun. If I remember correctly, this one is more like an open world, so you're actually playing as a Tamagotchi, going around doing quests and doing other things to help save the world that you're on. It's so bizarre, but Tamagotchi is just bizarre. Definitely worth it if you're a Tamagotchi fan. Next is Hot Wheels Extreme Racing. It's basically a death race style racing game. I just haven't played it, so I can't tell you from a personal experience how exactly it plays. Iceman Digital Playstage. Basically, you have this boy band right here. They have 2 songs that are live on concert, and you have to control the cameras and look at the different point of views, add effects in it. It's actually a really, really clever idea. I wish they would have brought this idea to the United States, doing it with certain bands, because it's a very clever idea. Definitely recommend it for if you like bizarre, weird games. Then we have Uniyashi, a feudal fairy tale, which is a 2.5 fighting game, and I personally think it's a lot of fun because it's Uniyashi and it's a fighting game. Itadaki Street Glorious King. This game is a lot of fun. The Itadaki Street or Fortune Street is a great series, and this is one of their games. Highly recommend it. The Italian Job. This game is freakishly hard. Thank you, Rockstar, for making a freakishly hard game based off of the movie, but it's a lot of fun to try. Just get ready because you will have to complete the same mission like 100,000 times due to the fact that Rockstar made a really, really hard game. Rocky and Hopper. It is mini game or penguin sports, basically, if you will. It's a lot of fun because it's just cheesy fun. Best way to describe that. Jade Cocoon. This is a beautiful monster collecting game. Has a beautiful story, and to be honest, I have never played the official release of the game. I've only played the demo, so this is one I'm going to have to sit down and at least play, because it is absolutely beautiful in the demo, and so I had to get the full game. Jeopardy! 2nd Edition. You could always use a Jeopardy game, so they're always worth getting. Always recommend it. Jigsaw World. No, this is not a torture simulator or anything like that. This is actually a jigsaw puzzle game, and based off of Alice in Wonderland, kind of. But it's actually a beautiful game, a lot of puzzles in it. One I highly recommend picking up because it's just a great game. Jimmy Johnson's VR Football 98. It's a football game. I have not tried it, so that's about as much as I can say about it. Then we have Genshin Pachislot Hisuho Single Kamen Rider V3. Basically, it's a slot machine starring Kamen Rider V3. It's so much fun. Slot machine based with Kamen Rider on it. That's really all it is. So worth playing if you like slot machines and Kamen Rider. Judge Dredd. This is a rail shooter, but they use live actors in it. Basically, it's really, really cool, and you do not need the gun to play it, which is nice. Then we have Kagero, which is the 2nd or 3rd game in the series of the Trap Simulator, basically. And it is another game I haven't tried yet, but I had to pick it up because I want the entire series. Kane the Vampire, or Legacy of Kane. Had to get it somehow, and I was able to get it this way, and a really, really good game. Haven't played it? Do so. Next is Kamen Rider Agito, which is a fighting game, and it's a really fun fighting game. Just good luck on the last boss. Oh my gosh, it's one of those bosses. I was able to beat the game at least. Kara for PlayStation, Action Replay Hibiki Code CD Volume 7. This is basically a Code CD update for your action replay. I got it in a lot of games, and I have it. Next is the King of the Fighters 99. I love the King of the Fighters. So, of course, I had to get one of them, and it is absolutely stunning. Kinniku Banzuki Volume 1 Ori ga Saiyukyo no Otoko da. It's based off of the TV show, and it's basically a bunch of crazy things you have to do. So much fun to play. One of those I recommend for the PlayStation 1 if you can get a hold of it. Next is Kiss Pinball. I have to say, out of the pinball games I have for PlayStation 1, this is the worst one I have. I don't know why. I just do not like this game. There's something about the mechanics that seems not to work at all. That's just my personal opinion about this game. Knockout Kings 2000. I have not played this one yet. I played the Nintendo 64 version, and it's a really good series to try out. I just haven't gotten around to it yet. So I picked up because it's Knockout Kings. Here we have Koso Date Quiz Moto My Angel. Basically, this is uber bizarre. It is a trivia game, a quiz as you can see, but as you get questions right, you're basically growing up from baby to adults. That is the best way to describe how the game is. Really bizarre, but I really enjoy it. Koso Dato Quiz My Angel. Of course, this is part of my Angel quiz series. This one is similar to the last one, but if I remember correctly, you get to actually see it from the point of view of the boy or the girl, and basically you're dating. So the better you do your answers, the more you get correct, the more you see your life evolve and how your relationship becomes better. I think they also have the baby simulator on this one too. The Land Before Time, Big Water Adventure. I haven't played this one, but it's based off the Land Before Time, so I had to pick it up. Can you blame me? The Land Before Time, Great Valley Racing Adventure. This is basically, it's a running game. To call it a racing game would not be appropriate. They just use it as a title. You're basically racing or running through the level, collecting things, and just having fun. And it's a decent game, I think. A little bit easy, but it's enjoyable. It's entertaining, is what it is. Next one is Largo Winch. Commando SAR. It is an action-adventure spy game to you're going through saving the world. Best way to describe it. Lego Island 2. The Brickster's Revenge. This is so weird. So basically you're a pizza delivery boy saving Lego Island. Best way to describe it, and it's quite entertaining. Here we have Lego Rock Raiders. This is Command and Conquer with Legos. Best description I can give of it, and it's a lot of fun. Lemmings and oh no, more Lemmings! This does include both versions, so you get the original game, then you get the expansion pack on here, and it is what it is. It is a brutally evil game, puzzle game that will drive you crazy. Good luck beating all the levels in both games. If you can, you are amazing. Then we have Lego Racers. This is an amazing Mario Kart style game where you get to build your racers and your cars, and it's actually the items are more based off of the Diddy Kong Racing style, to where the more you collect, the better your ability will be. Recommend it 100%. Looney Tune Racing. This is a Mario Kart style racing game, but it also has level elements, kind of like in Split Second, so you can activate certain things in the level as well. It's a very clever idea. Not the best of the Mario Kart games, but definitely one worth trying out because of the unique mechanics of the game. As you get a good array of characters. The Lost World Jurassic Park. This game kinda sucks. It's a platformer. You get to play as the dinosaurs, you get to play as the humans, and then if you can collect and basically give up your life till you find every hidden item there, you get made fun of by the doctor. You know, get out, go and play in the real world type thing. So, you know, worth trying out, but good luck. It's not an easy game at all. Love Hina Awa Kotoba no Juni. This is a dating sim, but you have to use the Pocket Station, and you do everything through the Pocket Station. Then you get to unlock things on the PlayStation game. You have to know Japanese to play this game, otherwise good luck playing it. So I haven't gotten very far at all, but it's a Love Hina game. I had to get it. Lupin Senshi Chateoji Kagolistra Saikai. And I totally messed it up, but I'm okay with that. It is, I believe, a point-and-click adventure, but hey, it's Lupin the Third. I don't care if it's bad or good, I wanted it. Im Kimyo Sutaichi. I think it's a dating sim. That's about as much as I know. I just saw the cover. She looked beautiful. It's like, oh, I want this. Also because there's a big old M on there, and I like weird named games. Okay, M&M's Shell Shocked. This is basically a running game. You're having to try and capture the minis that have escaped, and it's a lot of fun. It can be challenging at times, but it's one that is entertaining and worth trying out. Machine Head. This is basically, you get to play as this hot looking girl on a hover tank of death, and you're basically going around blowing the crap out of everything in your path. Best way to describe the game, with like a really good soundtrack in the background. One worth trying out because it's just, it totally makes sense when it came out type thing. And then of course, here's my copy of the Metro Music, where I got it before I was able to get the controller, and absolutely love the game. Another one I can say, give it a try, but get the controller if you can, because it's really fun with the controller. Magic the Gathering Battle Mage. This is basically almost like Command and Conquer style of Magic the Gathering. It has a huge learning curve. Good luck. Holy freaking crap. You will have to learn how to play this game. It's beautiful and it works pretty cool, you know, it's and everything, but the learning curve is brutal, so good luck on that one. Magical Dice Kids. It is a board game. It's a lot of fun, and you're going against Pirate Ganondorf, basically. Works for me. It was a lot of fun. Have you ever wanted to play an evil version of Tetris? One that basically brutally tries to kill you at all chances it gets? Well, why not try Magical Tetris Challenge featuring Mickey? This game breaks all the rules. Basically, as you're playing and you're sending trash, it sends trash in the form of bizarre and huge pieces that make no sense, so their pieces are completely different, and then you get to pick various Disney characters. It's so much fun, worth getting on the PlayStation and the Nintendo 64. Here is Magical Zuno Power Party Selection. I forget if this is a board game or mini games, but I wanted to pick it up because it said party on it, and I do like my party games, so that's why it's in the collection. O kara no mangjong, mangjong yo chin tamago gumi. Basically, it's mahjong with some really fun artwork in there, and it's a good mahjong game. I love mahjong, I collect it, it's in the collection. Here we have Marble Master. It's a, I think, match 3 puzzle game with marbles. That's how you play the game, as far as I remember. It's been a while since I played this one, so I can't 100% remember what it is. I just know it's a matching marble game, which is bizarre. Maria Kimi Tachi ga Umareta Waki. It is a horror point and click, I think it is, or it's a horror visual novel. You're trying to figure out what is going on with Maria and why things are going crazy. Really nice artwork. I do like this one, but you will need to know Japanese or get a guide to be able to play through the game. Mary-Kate and Ashley Winning Circle. This is actually one of the better horse games on the PlayStation 1. It works really nicely, and there's a lot to do in the game. But all in all, I really found this game a lot of fun. Mary-Kate and Ashley Magical Mystery Mall. Basically, you're going to the mall, you have to collect stars at each of the things you go to. There's multiple mini games on here, some of them being a lot of fun, other ones kind of be like, okay, whatever. But all in all, it's an entertaining game that you get to enjoy and just have fun with. Mary-Kate and Ashley Crush Course, another one that's mini games. You're trying to go to high school and all that, and there's some mini golf on here. This one I actually enjoyed because of the mini golf. Martian Gothic Unification. This is a game that I think was inspired by Event Horizon. Basically, you are in this facility. You have to do a Resident Evil style gameplay. You have 3 characters you can switch from at any time, and because each of you are in a different part of the base, you have to switch between them to basically unlock different things. And that's what I know about it. I have not gotten very far, but I had a lot of people tell me this game is absolutely stunning. So yeah, MDK, basically guns a-blazing, kill everything, stay alive, and best of luck. That's exactly what this game is. Good luck. It's brutal. I cannot beat this game. Mech Warrior 2, 31st Century Combat. This game is so awesome. The control scheme they have for this it works perfectly in my opinion. And yeah, you get to ride around in a mech, blowing the crap out of other things. Need you say more about that? It's amazing. Then of course over here I have one of my 2 memory card holders, and these are what you need since not all my games will work on the PlayStation 1, and then, or sorry, not all games will work on my PS3, so I have to have multiple memory cards. It's so annoying, but totally worth it. Then right here I have my other one. There are multiple different versions of this, and I was able to get 2 variants, so yeah, I got it. I'm really happy. One of them is my English memory cards, and one of them is my Japanese memory cards. Then I have Mini Yoku Bakuso Kyodai Let's Go WGP Hyper Heat. Basically, it is a remote control car game, just like all of the other toy games where you get to get more pieces, you level up your cars. It's based off of an anime, as far as I understand, and it's not that bad of a game. Definitely a lot of fun. Miracle World Fushigi no Koni no IQ Miro. This is a weird, bizarre game. I'm not 100% sure of what the game is because it was just so weird, but I think it's a trivia game or a mini game. It's weird and it's in the collection. Next we have Mini Moni Step Up Boom Boom Boom. This is a board game and it has, of course, a lot of mini games to play. So it's a lot of fun. Really recommend this one because it's entertaining and really enjoyable. Mini Moni Shaker and Tambourine Dai Bien. This is a rhythm-based game. It does have a tambourine controller, which I have been unsuccessful in getting. And the box, to what I've seen from some of my friends on Twitter, is like a really large box. So yeah, it's a rhythm-based game. It's rather easy, to be honest, but that's okay. It's entertaining, has good music on there, and if you can have the controller, you have a tambourine controller, which I think is really cool. So yeah, there's that. Miracle Space Race. This is from the same series that the ATV Racers is from, and it's basically you're in hover ships, hover cars, racing through things in space. That's basically what the game's all about, and it's super generic Mario Kart. Worth playing. Thank you guys for watching the second part to my collection. I had so much fun talking about each game that I've actually played and know what they're about. Yeah, there's a ton of games on my PlayStation 1 collection I have not tried, so it happens when you have that many games. But there's so many good games out there that I was able to show you guys this time, and as you can see when you're watching, there's definitely some that follow a trend. Mahjong, Hanafuda, Mario Party, Mario Kart, Rhythm Bass. You know, there's just so many of them that I really go for because of the style of games that they are. And then I have the other games that are like so bizarre, like, oh, this one looks cool, let's buy that one. Happens a lot. I have no idea what the game is going to be like. I literally just bought it because it was a cheaper one available at the time, and so that's why I get some of these bizarre games. And then of course any of the Pocket Station games, if I can get a hold of them, it's in the collection. So there's so much to get for the PlayStation 1, and that's why I highly recommend collecting for it, because there's just oodles and oodles of fun stuff you get to try out for it. Well, thank you guys for watching. If there's any questions, please let me know below. I will answer the best of my ability about any of the games you're asking about. Thank you guys again, and we'll see you guys in part 3. I can't wait to show you guys more of this massive collection that I've been able to get a hold of. Thank you guys again. Hope you've enjoyed. This is T. Sakura saying ciao and sayonara.